Hello viewers, today we are gather some knowledge about vibration isolation system. Sensitive structural supports require greater deflections. Before starting this topic, let's see some basic of vibration isolation system. Vibration is undesirable in many domains. Vibration isolation is simply the process of isolating an object or a space from the source of vibration. We know that there are two types of isolation: passive isolation and active isolation. Passive isolation has some isolator category like air isolator, mechanical spring, elastomer pad, negative Stephens isolator. And active isolation, sensor and actuator that produce destructive interference with vibration signals. We know that the location of a equipment in the building is the main deciding factor in selecting either neoprene mount or spring. Neoprene mounting. Neoprene mountings are satisfactory under equipment on a very stiff support structure such as a ground supported concrete slab. On upper building levels, where the structure can be very susceptible to vibration, springs are necessary. The key to proper isolator selection in upper level is to make sure isolator deflection is much greater than floor deflection. Before selecting a vibration isolation pads, mounts and hangers, we need to know what deflection is. Deflection. Deflection is the change in a flexible element unloaded to loaded height. It is the deflection that determines how well the isolator works. More deflection means less vibration transmission. A soft yielding support is better than a stiff one. There are three classes of vibration isolation based on deflection. Vibration isolation pad deflect the latest unless start, so they act mostly a noise breaks. They interrupt hard surface to surface contact and reduce high frequency vibration. Neoprene vibration isolation mounts and vibration isolation hanger deflect more and are the first step in true vibration control. Spring isolator have the greatest deflection for maximum vibration reduction. There are some facts. Consideration in selecting a vibration isolator. Weight, size, center of gravity of the equipment to be isolated. Type of dynamic disturbance to be isolated. Static loading other than supported weight. Allowable system response. Ambient environment. Other environmental effects. Service of life. Let's make it work. How to selection. To select the proper isolation for mechanical equipment in most application, you need to ask: first, is slowest equipment speed above 12,000 rpm? If no, use spring mountings. If yes, then use neoprene vibration isolation mounts and vibration isolation hanger. Vibration from equipment running at slow or variable speeds can pass through low deflection isolator and possibly be amplified by them. Is equipment located on a rigid concrete building structure or a flexible vibration sensitive structure? If rigid, use tall double deflection, neoprene or spring. If flexible, use spring only. The key is to select isolators that are softer than the supporting building structure. Ideally, isolator deflection should be more than 3 times greater than the deflection or sag of the support. What is the equipment corner weight or weight at each mounting point? The load rating of each spring or rubber mounting must be matched with the portion of the equipment weight at the corner of mounting point. Equipment corner weight usually differ and require the use of mounting with different load capacities. Oversized mountings may be used but can reduce vibration control. Select mounting with load capacities equal to the slightly greater than the portion of equipments weight they are to be supported. Let's see some details and range of elastomeric isolator and spring isolator. Firstly, I am talking about elastomeric isolator. Natural rubber. Range of temperature 0 degree Fahrenheit to 180 degree Fahrenheit or 82 degree centigrade, and 0.05 inch or 1 mm deflection, frequency 14 Hz. Neoprene isolator. Range temperature 0 degree Fahrenheit to 180 degree Fahrenheit or 82 degree centigrade. Double deflection 0.4 inch or 10 mm. Here is the picture of elastomeric isolator insulation system. You can read very careful, because if I give the details, this video will very longer. In this picture, here is some data and specification of elastomeric isolator. Spring isolator installation process. We commonly use those type of spring isolator. This picture says 1 inch spring isolator installation process. Here is the 1 inch spring isolator specification and data. We also used 2 inch deflection isolator. This picture is 2 inch deflection isolator installation at adjustment system. And here is some data of 2 inch deflection restraint spring isolators. For your kind information, those pictures are collected from your. I have some extra data about HVAC equipment isolation system. Equipment type: refrigeration machines and chillers. Look at this picture. Here is equipment location, floor span, equipment category, slab on grade, base type and extra type, isolator deflection. Read it more carefully for more information. Air compressor and vacuum pumps. Axial plenum cabinet and centrifugal inline fans. Centrifugal fans. Cooling tower and boilers. Propeller fans and ducted rotating equipment. Packaged AH, AC, H and V unit, engine driven generators. Heat pumps, fan coils, computer room units, condensing units, packaged rooftop equipment. I also collect some isolator name and pictures with extra types. Let's watch some isolator name and pictures with extra types. Extra type 1, fiberglass and neoprene pads. Extra type 2, floor isolator or hanger. Fiberglass isolation mount, neoprene isolation mounts. Fiberglass isolation hanger, neoprene isolation hanger. Extra type 3, spring floor isolator or hanger. Spring isolator hanger, freestanding spring isolator. Extra type 4, restraint spring isolator, modular restraint isolator, restraint spring isolator, vibration isolator or restraint spring isolator. Extra type 5, thrust restraint. And there is some flexible connector isolator. Let's go to know some base type isolation. Base type A, direct isolation, used when equipment is unitary and rigid and does not require additional support. Direct isolation can be used with large chillers, some fan packages, air handling units and air-cooled condenser. If there is any doubt that the equipment can be supported directly on isolators, use structural base. Base type B, structural rails. Two types of structural rails, structural beam base and structural frame base. Structural steel beam section with welded on isolator support buckets and pre-located and drilled anchor bolt hole for bolting to equipment to be supported. And structural frame base, welded structural frame base with channels, angles or WF beam, which are complete with outboard height saving isolator buckets and pre-locate equipment anchor bolts. Here is some application. You can read. Base type C, concrete inertia base, and base type D, curved mountain base. Thanks for watching this video and stay with Engineering Facts to know more information about practical work of different engineering technologies.